Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is my creative fold, and I am going to be using several of the retired colors and papers that are retiring in the 2018-2019 Stampin' Up! Catalog. One of those products is the Share What You Love Designer Series paper. I don't know how well you can see it in the video, but there is a beautiful foil shine to this paper, and it is double-sided. So this is going to be retiring. This piece actually measures 2 3/8 by 5 1/4. I have a piece of Whisper White. This measures 4 by 5 1/4, and then I have a piece of the retiring in color Tranquil Tide, and this measures 5 1/2 by 6 7/8. I'm going to bring in my personal trimmer. You have probably heard by now we are retiring this item. We are going to try to keep blades through September. They may go unorderable for a while, but then as we get stock back in, you can order up to 6 packs, 2 of each blades in each pack. So love this trimmer, and I'm sad that it's leaving, but I'm sure something better is on the horizon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that piece of cardstock, and along the 6 7/8 side, I am going to score it at the 4 1/4. This is going to be a top opening card. So I've got this. I'm going to take my designer series paper. I'm going to use my snail and adhere this paper to the flap on that card. And what I have got is another piece of Tranquil Tide. Now I've already done my die cutting. I have a piece of Rich Razzleberry. I used the rectangle stitched framelits, and I did one in Rich Razzleberry and one in Whisper White, and then I took a piece of that Tranquil Tide. This measures 3 1/4 by 3 1/2, and I run it through my quilt top embossing folder through my die cut machine, and I've got this image. This framelit is also on the retired list. I'm going to bring back in that trimmer, and along the 3 1/2 inch side, I am just going to score the one side at 1/2 inch. Move that back and forth. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to grab my tear and tape, and I'm just going to run the tear and tape along that 1/2 inch score mark. If I can find the edge of my tear and tape there. There it is. So just going to run that tear and tape. I want it to be a nice, secure adhesive on this flap, because it is going to be how my card opens and closes. So we've got that. I'm going to grab my Pick a tool. I'm just going to go in and use that to pull that tear and tape paper off. I'm then going to grab my 4 by 5 1/4 Whisper White, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball. I want it somewhat in the middle. So I'm going to adhere that down. Going to bring in my snail. And I'm going to adhere that to the inside of that card, like so. And now we have our top opening card. I've got that. I'm going to peel off my rectangle stitch pieces. Going to bring in my paper piercing mat. I'm going to use a little note. This comes from the Butterfly Gala bundle, and the Rich Razzleberry. I'm going to ink that stamp up, and I'm going to stamp that on the Whisper White. Going to bring in my dimensionals. I thought I had them right here. Let me see. I really wanted small dimensionals, but we'll use the bigger ones. We have the mini dimensionals and then we have the regular size. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the regular. Going to mount that on to that other rectangle piece. Again, that was done in Rich Razzleberry. And I'm going to add that down towards the bottom. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in that scrap piece of paper from the Rich Razzleberry, and I'm hoping that that's big enough. It is. This is my dual butterfly punch. This is part of the Butterfly Gala bundle that you can get right now. Remember that all of the bundles will be gone come the new catalog. The individual pieces may be available, but the bundle and that bundle price will be gone. So I have that butterfly. I'm going to kind of flip that up. I'm going to see if I can find some glue dots handy, and I don't see any glue dots, so I'm just going to use my snail to add some adhesive to that butterfly. One thing when you are adhering on something that has been embossed, you really want to make sure that you press your adhesive piece down to make sure that it's sticking well. So I've got my butterfly like so. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Frosted Flowers embellishments. These are actually in the Occasions catalog, but one of the few times I remember an embellishment carrying over to the annual catalog. So it's fun. These little flowers will become part of the annual catalog. So I just put that in the middle of my butterfly, but I want something yet in the center of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Rich Razzleberry dark stamping blend, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to color one of my pearls with that blend, and then I am going to pick that up and place that in the center of that flower. So it just adds a nice embellishment look for that top opening card. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.